band that can't be beat. They're the pride of Cloverdale, the Colts in blue, skating fast, hitting hard, breaking through. Battles in the corner, busting across the line, picking top corners, making saves so fine. Jackson A crashing that crease. When he's on the ice, it's a red light feast. Orson's up high, ripping the point shot. Richards in front, tipping from the slot. The ice shakes, get out of your seat. Tyler weaving through the zone, what a feat. They're the pride of Cloverdale, the Colts in blue, skating fast, hitting hard, breaking through. Battles in the corner, busting across the line, picking top corners, making saves so fine. Port Moody trembles with fear, Richmond hides when the Colts are near. Abbotsford turns and runs away, afraid what will happen if they stay. The Colts battle hard to defend their space as Mitchell tries to block a shot with his face. They're the pride of Cloverdale, the Colts in blue, skating fast, hitting hard, breaking through. Battles in the corner, busting across the line, picking top corners, making saves so fine. Making saves so fine.
The Colts are back on the ice, this time a road game in Abbotsford. It happened on December 13th at the MSA Arena. Colts are probably looking forward to this game here against Abbotsford, as they're coming into this game with only one win in their last 7 games. That one win coming just 2 games ago, a 5-1 victory over this Abbotsford team. There's just 3 games left here before the Christmas break. Colts looking to get on a roll, and this looks like the type of game that they can maybe do that with, having beaten this team recently. Of course, of those 7 games though, it's a little bit misleading that there's only that one win in there, because there was also 4 ties in those 7 games. So the Colts are getting some results and points on the board. They're just not in the form of the wins that they so desire, and so they'll be looking for one here tonight. You see them on the left side of the screen in their cream third jerseys, taking on Abbotsford, who will be wearing black today. This is a strange game here for the Colts in that all of their skaters are actually available and playing here in this game. Lyndon Cameron returning from a long absence due to a knee injury, having missed the last 15 games of the season. Wes also missed last game. He also returns, so the team will have its full 4 lines of forwards and 6 defensemen. There is still one player out of the lineup, however. Nate unable to play here today, so Jaden Gill has been called up from the A2 team to back up the Colts here tonight. Sahaj will get the start, so let's head to the first period and see how this one goes. This one starts off with Tyler carrying the puck up the right. He's going to dump it in so he can go for a change. And Noah's going to race down behind the net, pick that up, throw it right out front to Seth, who shovels it on net. But the Abbotsford goalie makes a save and then leaps out to cover the rebound up. Now we see Leo with the battle along the wall. He's going to win that. He's going to step out, tries to take it to the front of the net, but it's going to come over to Wes, who's coming in from the right point. He whips it on net, but the goalie reaches down and gloves it. Colts still have the puck in the Abbotsford zone. It goes out to Knox at the point, who tries to wrist that net. It goes right in the shin pads of that Abbotsford defender, who skates away with it. Not the greatest effort of Knox there. I think he maybe had a chance to catch him if he'd actually pulled it on the Jets, but that player's going to lumber in and shovel the puck over Sahaj's arm for Abbotsford's first shot of the day, and it's in 1-0 lead. You almost get a 2-0 lead on this strange play. That player just loses control of it and goes through 2 Colts players towards the net, but Sahaj has to react quickly to get the pad down and make the save. Here's a play along the wall that you can't really see very well, but Knox gets his stick into the feet of that Abbotsford forechecker, and he's going to end up with a tripping penalty here, sending the Colts to the penalty kill, which they do successfully kill. Now back 5-on-5. Noah bounces the puck up to Seth. It's a 2-on-1. He slides it across to Leo, who throws it on net. But the Abbotsford goalie slides across and makes the save. This line of Noah, Seth, and Leo has just been piling up the scoring opportunities lately. Here again, they make a turnover. Noah passes it to Leo, who walks in. Seth's in front screening, but the goalie swallows it up. Another opportunity for the Colts. This time a 2-on-1 with Jackson Mumm and Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis opens up for the one-timer, but Jackson Mumm shoots instead. High glove. It's off the goaltender's glove and out, and the Abbotsford player sweeps it away. Another rush attempt here. Out front to Seth. He tips it just wide. Then it comes off the wall, and it's loose at the side of the net. Chaos in front, but ultimately Abbotsford clears. Colts starting to wonder if they're going to get some results from all this pressure they've had early in this game. Jackson Mumm circling behind the net with it, waiting. He sees Jackson Davis on the far side, gives it to him. He collects it and finds some space above the goaltender's pad. A nice dish across ice. And the Colts are on the board in this one. They get some results for all those shots. It's a 1-1 game. Abbotsford's trying to restore their lead as this period winds down. Just a minute left. Puck right out front. It goes through the initial player and out to another player high, who whips it hard on net. Rebound there. It's laying loose in the crease. Bodies everywhere, and eventually the puck ends up on Argent's stick, who dumps it out, and the period ends. We go to the second, and Abbotsford has the puck in the Colts zone, throwing that puck towards the net, tipped just off the blocker of Sahaj and off to the right. Then their player out high gets it, and he throws it towards the net, and it bounces off the sticks of two Colt defenders wide of the net. Here's a breakup play for Tyler that gets disrupted, but Jackson Anderson is on the spot and picks it up. Goes in on a breakaway on the left, cuts to the backhand, tries to slide it past the outreach leg, doesn't get there, tries to bounce it in again from behind the net though, and now it's into the point here for Bryson, who throws it on net, tipped just wide by Argent. So 3 excellent opportunities there with the Colts to get a lead in this game. Then it's going to be a puck battle along the wall, and as Argent comes in here, gives that player a shove to look for it, the referee is going to call that interference, and he's going to send Argent to the box, giving Abbotsford a power play that they're unable to do anything with. So off a defensive zone faceoff, Nathan's going to bounce this off the wall, and a great read here by Jackson Davis to get in behind the defender, pick that up, he's in on a breakaway, flicks it up high, it's off the goalie's arm and wide of the net. Colts continue to apply pressure. Linden gets this at the point, throws it towards the net, tipped on net there by Mack, and then Mitchell has the rebound, can't quite control it, has to corral it. Then Mack has it at the side of the net, trying to bounce it in from the edge of the post, but the goalie seals that off. Here's a rush attempt by Abbotsford, finally getting some offense of their own, coming down the left side, going behind the net, throwing in front, off the goalie, rebound there, swept on net by Abbotsford, but Sahaj with the stop. Here's Richard moving it up to Jackson Mumm before he makes a switch. Jackson Mumm drags it around the defender, then around the goaltender, tries to slip it through the 5-hole. Unsuccessful, but a good attempt there. Linden keeps the puck in. Noah picks it up, tries to cycle it, and it hits the boards and bounces right back at him. Must have hit a seam there, and that's picked up by Leo, who does well to spin away from that defender, then walk right out in front and rip it up over the glove. So a very strange sequence of events there where the puck took a very favorable bounce for the Colts out of the corner, and Leo made a great move to get away from the Abbotsford player and walk in front and roof that shot to give the lead to the Colts for the first time in this game. Just a minute left in this period. Nice block by Orson. Then he skies one out, and that's going to have that defender in trouble as here comes Tyler. He gets the puck, whips it at the net, just over the crossbar. Play is going to continue. Abbotsford now going to come out of the zone with it into the middle of the ice, go down the left side, slip that one past Linden. This player's going to come in, slide it in front, throw it on net. There's a ton of room on the left side, but a sprawling Sahaj makes a nice save to keep it out. Just a few seconds left in this game. Nice draw there by Noah to pick that up and whip it on net. Here in the intermission, we're checking out the fans up in the crow's nest, discussing how that play had gone and what the Colts need to do here in the third period to ensure they don't have another third period collapse. And Sahaj is going to play his part in that as he picks up this shot from the ringette line with the glove save to set the Colts off well here in the third period. So here's Jackson Mumm on the attack. He gets a turnover, and then he waits and whips it on net, but the goaltender has come out to cut down the angle. Here's a point shot from Orson that Richard's going to tip just wide. It bounces there to Jackson Mumm, who puts it out front of Richard, who again scoops it just wide, and then Jackson steps out front with it, and a backhand shot is up over the crossbar. So Colts looking for that third goal. Abbotsford, though, getting the puck down the left side, driving wide around the defender, trying to put it up high on the crossbar, but Sahaj keeps it out. Now here comes Arjun down the left side of the ice. He's going to try and get around this defender who swats him down to the ice. Arjun gets up, pursues the puck down into the corner, lays a body check on that player, and you can see his hands kind of push through on that hit, and he's been getting a number of head contact penalties that way on his body checks where his hands are pushing through the head area of the player. So we'll kind of have to watch that going forward. So Colts now killing the penalty here. Puck off the side of the net. Out front, doesn't have his stick, Nathan, but he battles well to prevent the player from getting the puck, and the Colts are able to get it out. we're back to 5-on-5. And here's Seth hard down the right side, throws it on net, and that defender can't control it. Here comes Jackson Anderson with an empty net to give a 3-1 lead, but the goaltender dives across with the blocker and turns it away. Nice save there by the Abbotsford goalie. Linden puts that puck down low behind the net. Tyler picks it up, gives it to Arjun, who quickly directs it on net, trying to catch the goalie unaware. Puck ends up in the corner. Eventually back onto Tyler's stick here. He goes to the backhand. Wait. Tries to pull it out front and tuck it in, but the goaltender blocks that access to the front of the net. Linden does well to keep that puck in with a couple of stick moves and a couple feet moves. It's going to end up in this corner, and their clearing attempt's going to hit Jackson Anderson, who puts it out to Tyler, who whips that one up, and it looks like it tips off the crossbar and goes behind the net. Play still live. Tyler slides that over to Arjun, who puts it home. And all that sustained pressure finally bursts in the form of a goal here for the Colts to make this game 3-1. Colts are buzzing, looking for more insurance. Here comes Mac, picking this loose puck up behind the net. It's going to eventually end up here along the half wall. Mitchell, in a good defensive position, swoops in, steals the puck, pulls it away from that defender, walks up front, whips it on net on the blocker's side, but it's turned to the corner by the goalie. Here comes Noah's line, again on the rush. Leo puts the puck through the defender. It ends up here in the corner where Seth is battling for it. And then Noah with a nice little back check there, and he sweeps the puck down low to where Seth is behind the defender. He goes to the front of the net and makes a cheeky little backhand move through the 5-hole of the goaltender. And the Colts have themselves some insurance and a 3-goal lead here late in this one. It's 4-1. Abbotsford looking for anything to spark them in this game. There's a shot through the defender that ends up down low behind the net, and as Arjun goes to pick it up, the Abbotsford player errantly places his stick into Arjun's feet, and that trips him up and sends that player to the box. So Colts on the power play. Bryson over to Leo, who throws it right in front for a tip on net there by Noah. A neat little chance on the power play. It does continue. Now it's Wes down low with it. And Jackson Davis with a quick little backhand pass here right out to Richard, who's all alone in front, who sweeps it on net. And then Jackson Mumm also gets a hack at it towards the goal as well. Here comes West up the right side, beats the defender, chases the puck down to the corner, and then turns his back and gets railroaded from behind into the wall. That could have been a dangerous hit, so it's going to be a boarding penalty there to Abbotsford. So it's a brief 5-on-3 power play that turns into a 5-on-4 for the Colts. This puck's going to end up on Bryson's stick. He's going to see Noah right in front. Nice, good, tippable shot that Noah tips down, but a kick save from the Abbotsford goalie. And that's going to end this game as a 4-1 victory for the Colts. So with the fickle nature of streaks in hockey, the Colts came into this game with only 1 win in their last 7 games and will leave it with 2 wins in their last 3 games. All 3 of those games undefeated with 2 wins and a tie. So maybe things are turning around for the Colts. So let's have a look at the stats. Noah, the only player with 2 points here on the night, both of those assists. And Linden having a good outing in his return. He had limited shifts, but he did have 1 assist and a +3 on the night. So let's have a look at what that does to the season stats now. The top 5 all had 1 point in this game, so we won't see any change there at the top of the table. So just 2 games left before the Christmas break, a home game against Port Moody and a road game in Chilliwack. That's a Monday, Tuesday back-to-back, and we'll be there for both of them. We'll see you there.